Yo, hey, YouTube, what's up? What's going on? Hey, shout out to all the YouTubers out there and all the listeners. Much respect to you. I appreciate you. Hey, so in my travels throughout the day, I'm realizing that society is changing right before our eyes. It's changing. And the real change hasn't hit the fan yet, hasn't really taken effect. I mean, robotics is on its way. I know I talk about that. A lot of people are not ready for it, and it's gonna come like a whirlwind, and people are gonna have to rush to get used to it and acclimated to the new system. The banking system is changing. Um, I'm seeing people sleeping in their cars. I see the parking lots full of people sleeping in their cars. Good people, hardworking people that, the system is like it was like it was like that scene in Castaway when he was trying to get off the island and the wave, kept sweeping him back until he was able to set the sail correctly and then, overcome the wave. So a lot of people are in that situation. But, I try to let my word be my bond. Like when I say something, I let that be what it is. And, if I can't do something, I'll let you know, right? So people are not that way. People will go, yeah, hey, yeah, I got you, man. I'm going to hit you up tomorrow. And we're going to, and, tomorrow comes and you give them a minute. They don't call. You give them a minute. They still don't call. You give a courtesy call just to follow up. And, the call's not returned. So that means, people can be full of shit. And you say to yourself, well, I'm not full of shit. How can other people actually do that? And people can do it easily because no one, no, I'm not going to say no one, but people are able to not give a shit about you like that. Even if you're the kind of person that cares and you're giving and, you do the best you can, Your word's your bond, but other people will lie right to your face with no problem. Do we call that naive? Do we call it stupid? Do we call it being a sucker? I'd say a little more naive, because you didn't know how ruthless people can be. Sucker, a fool. You're only a fool if you see what's going on and you still keep, allowing it to happen. Now you're starting to be a fool instead of taking a stand. Unless, everybody has their own reasons for doing what they do. So there's still no judgment there. But and then it goes the other way, you're nice to people and they take you for a sucker, or you can't trust other people, they're trying to talk to you and you don't know where they're coming from because they seem pushy or whatever. So it's all relative, I think. But you as an individual have to stay focused in your own paradigm, you know what I mean? You have to consider what's real for you. What's real for me may not be the same perception for you, and vice versa, which is fine. I was chopping it up with this celebrity lady. I'm not going to say who it was, We DM'd each other and it was like, oh yeah, nice. Hey, you one of my fans? I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely. been, you know, been I have been appreciating and loving your work for, you know, a long time. I'm not gonna say decades, because she's not that old, but you know, she's a middle-aged woman, but she's still gorgeous and she's still on fire doing her thing. Everything was good, talking, chopping it up until she was making a sale. You know, hey, you got my VIP? I'm like, no, I don't. I would, but I mean, you know, that's only if I was a fanatical fan like that, you know. Just to get next to you, I'd pay $500, yeah, to hang out. But if we knew each other on a regular tip and we're going out for drinks, I don't need no membership, do I? I mean, I'll pay for the drinks, you know, no problem. But you know, I need a membership. Oh, I can't. You really can't see me like, okay, hey, in another life, I'll do an Erykah Badu on you. That's fine with me. I'll do a Morris Day. Jerome, he threw her in the garbage, you know. Such nastiness. But that's dating too. That's dating myself. However, times are changing. Society is changing. I don't know if you work a job. I don't know if you're an entrepreneur. I have trouble saying that. A lot of you are doing well. Some may be struggling. You know, I guess you just have to focus, you know, and hold it down best you can. Because with this election, oh my God. This is, I don't know, man. This is like, seems like the last deal. Like there's nothing else after this, seems like. Like who's going to even want the country after that? I mean, Biden, poor guy, man. Jeez. He's got Alzheimer's and, you know, he can't, you know, I mean, he's not making any decisions, you know what I mean? And then they just hand it over to Kamala, because I think they're going to install her. Trump, hey, I believe in Trump. I think he's a good businessman. People say he's a racist. I don't think he's a racist. I don't believe that. And then people will argue me down. I mean, if he's a racist, hey, I haven't seen it. I mean, yeah, the reports. People fabricate reports. I know a couple of guys that know Trump. A couple of white guys, they know Trump. We chop it up. And they swear. And I'm not getting twisting their arm to tell me whatever. But they swear adamantly that Donald Trump is a good man. And they seem sincere. I believe them. I mean, I never met the man. I read his book, but you know. But I think black folks just want to say somebody racist because they're white. That's just not true, man. There are a lot of white racists. Yeah. There's a lot of black racists. There's a lot of Puerto Rican racists. There's a lot of Italian racists. You know, everybody. But I mean, I know more white people get the rap because of the slave trade relationship. I get it. But that wasn't even what you call like white Americans of today. Like, you know what I mean? It was all Spanish and Jewish and Indian that in England that was responsible for that slave trade. It wasn't these. I mean, these they benefit and they have benefited. Okay, but I'm not going to go there. But I'm just saying, like, you know, what can you do about that? You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not African American. I'm only African American if I'm from Africa directly. I'm born here, so I am an American national. Right? And then that's where status correction and all this stuff comes in. But you could, leave it to the other gurus. Well, I mean, the other guys who consider themselves gurus, Yusuf El and Tazadak and Tarhaka and the El Bay brother too. And a lot of other brothers that know this information, banking and all that stuff. And I give a shout out to the some of the religious channels too, and some of those manifestation channels. Mary Kate, I like her. She's very good. She's been in the game a long time. She's a powerful young woman. Dr. Angela, spiritual woman, scripture based. She's very good. Very good report with her. And a few other channels. I see some other channels on the other platforms, but once I get, extra familiar, then I'll shout you out, because I don't care. It's all good. I think each one should just reach one. Each one should support, because there's enough money to go around. There's trillions of dollars out there, supposedly, and I don't mean Federal Reserve notes, but in just the amount, because they can transfer it into whatever form they need to, digital, paper, or gold, or whatever it's going to go back to. So, that national debt is what they owe to the people. And the People's Remedy too. The brother out in I don't know if it's Missouri or Michigan but the brother, he's good too. The People's Remedy. Yeah. But anyway, I was just checking in, actually trying to get my viewership up, post videos, and maybe put out some value. But again, we agree to disagree. If what I'm saying you disagree, it's all right. Okay, hey, peace. Later.